moving on into the exchanges. So an exchange is really it's just a marketplace, right? Where you can buy and sell and trade the crypto. And it works similar to a brokerage. So, you can deposit your money, right? And in the crypto world, they have a term called fiat, F-I-A-T. You might have heard that being thrown around. If you're not familiar with it, it's just government issued currency. Because remember, the whole blockchain crypto is driven by the philosophy of decentralization, right? So they refer to ordinary currency as fiat. So you ever hear that term thrown around? That's what it's talking about. So anyway, you exchange your fiat currency for whatever cryptocurrency you wish to buy. And it's super duper easy, which I'll show you a little bit about. There's a few popular exchanges, right? So the top three in the United States are right now Binance, Kraken, and Coinbase. Binance, I believe, is the biggest in the world. Also, ironically, there's actually fewer options for US residents, but they boast having low trading fees and also a wide variety of coins to choose from. And then there's Kraken, which offers better security and high accessibility in the US, but there's a bit of a learning curve. And then also we have Coinbase, which I think is the most famous, like in mainstream, like people who aren't even in crypto have heard about it because they went public. They were the first company to go public. And so they have a very user-friendly interface. Binance US. Yeah, there's Binance and Binance US. Are they two different things? I wasn't sure about that. I don't think I understood that properly. So they're two different companies. I thought that maybe one was...
They are kind of the one company owned by one CEO, but since 2019, Binance stopped offering services to US residents. So for people living in the US, they can't do it. They can't do any transactions on Binance, but instead they have a Binance.us. So US residents can trade crypto on Binance US.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, very interesting. I wouldn't have known that just by browsing. That's very good to know. Thank you so much. That's a very clear answer. Does that help with the question? Great. All right. But I think, we could just call it, I guess there's Binance and then Binance US, but yeah. So, and that's very interesting because even with Binance US and Kraken, there's still sometimes restrictions. For example, where I live in New York State, and we have certain regulations in place. And because of those regulations, Binance US and Kraken do not offer services in the state of New York. So I found that out, interestingly, the hard way when I tried to sign up. But Coinbase is available. So that's something interesting to think about and look for, is whether, even if it's available in the country, it might not be available in that region. So that was something to keep in mind.
Yeah, I live in Washington State and I can't use Kraken.
Yeah, so yeah.
You need to learn those hard ways, like you said, Brandon.
Right, exactly. It comes down to, I think, the state regulations. For some reason, more states have, I guess, a little bit trickier regulations for the exchanges to get around. So it is what it is. But yeah, so I know Coinbase is available in New York State. I don't know about Washington, but yeah, so
Coinbase is available.
Yeah, okay.
Here as well.
Oh, okay. Right. So anyway, there's many different exchanges out there. It really comes down to trust, right? Which one do you want to use, and of course availability. So these are typically the top three, and if they're available in your area, then you can just pick one and just get started, or you can choose all three. It really doesn't matter. So, and getting into like what does it actually look like? So I was able to find this cool GIF online about Coinbase's dashboard. You see, when you make an account, you're taken into this dashboard, and there's all these charts here, just like on a typical stock exchange. You can see the trends, the pricing over time, and there's more. You can do some advanced options. Now, I actually paused the screen here, and you can see. I want to show you some of these options here. You can see like your assets. You can see your assets. You can trade, pay out, things like that. And some exchanges even have this option here called Learn and Earn, where they encourage people they kind of incentivize learning more about, each type of crypto and what their value propositions are and starting to understand it. And they actually reward you in crypto. So, after like just 15 or 20 minutes of watching videos, I earned like $15 worth of Bitcoin. It's not a lot, but it's free money, And you can also get referral rewards for inviting friends too. That's kind of a popular thing. So I just want to show you how easy it is to actually get started with buying and selling. On the main dashboard, they have this little API over here where you can you just connect your bank account. You choose from an option of which coins you want, depending on what's available on that exchange, right? Each exchange has a different offering of what's available. And then you type in how much fiat currency you want to swap it for. So if you want to buy $100 of Bitcoin, you just type in $100, and then you hit go, and that's it. You've just invested. You can do the same thing with selling and converting. It happens in seconds. And then there's also this option over here called sending and receiving, which I'm going to talk about when we talk about wallets. So that's pretty much the overview. That's literally how easy it is. You can just make an account with your email. They kind of do all the back work for you, and you could just get started. It's that easy. So you can see how, people really rack up you can rack up a lot of transactions very easily. You could just be like, all right, $50 Bitcoin, buy, $30 of Ethereum, buy, okay, I want to sell, $40 of US dollar coin, boom, boom, boom. You just did 3 transactions right there. I think that's why you'll see a lot of, when there's payment options on the different crypto tax softwares, they always talk about how many transactions you can support. And that's why, because people can really rack up a lot of transactions very quickly. So there's a lot of value in being able to support that, which we do. Go Cointelli. All right. So, and then when it comes down to something really important, actually, is about safety. So Business Insider shared some fascinating statistics, actually pretty frightening statistics, quite frankly, back in August. So actually, we know that data breaches and fraud is like just it's like endemic on the internet. And it's no different with cryptocurrency either. So, they're breaking records every year. The number of cases increases like over 40% per year. And even in 2021 already, like $3 billion was stolen, in just 30 something incidents. It's very serious. If you lose your crypto, you can't get it back. There's really no recovery options. So it's very important to consider, security when investing as well. All right, so that's everything for today. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment. Thank you.